Welcome everyone to the new video. Today I will be talking about 10 things you must know before coming to Thailand, because these are the things people don't tell you about. So living in Thailand might seem like a dream to most people because of the beaches, the stunning food and affordable living. But let me tell you, all of those things people tell you about is not true, and there are so many things you need to know about before coming to Thailand. So let's get started. Right, so number one, the cost of living. People say that cost of living is very cheap in Thailand, which yes, it can be, but there are some hidden expenses that you have to keep in mind while coming here. For example, the visa. Renewal of visa is definitely one of the most expensive things you will experience in Thailand, and make sure you stay tuned to the video because I will be giving more details. Second thing, health insurance and imported goods. What I mean by that is, for example, going to supermarkets can be very cheap, but also if you need to keep in mind that there are some products that are more expensive than others, like cheese, wine, apples, because apples do not grow in Thailand and they have to be imported. So that definitely makes a huge difference in price. Number two, did you know that some attractions charge more foreigners than the actual locals? And no worries, that is not a scam, it's just how Thailand works here. So for example, locals might pay 50 baht for an attraction like national parks or islands, and the foreigners will pay, for example, 200 baht or more. It just depends on the attraction. And no worries, the good news is that if you have a work permit or if you speak fluent Thai, which is a massive plus, you might just get out of that situation and get the local price. Right, number three, I would definitely say you have no idea how hot it actually is in Thailand. If you think that you're used to the hot climate, trust me, you are not until you come to Thailand. We are right now in winter and I am sweating, which is crazy. So trust me, if you ever come to Thailand, make sure that whenever you go out, you have water, some kind of fan, and just be prepared. So number four would definitely be the unspoken rules of Thai culture, which, for example, whenever you enter to someone's house, you always have to take your shoes off to show the respect. If you do not, it kind of shows disrespect towards them, so definitely take your shoes off. Another thing that I've noticed is pharmacies. Whenever you enter a pharmacy, everyone takes their shoes off, which is in every single pharmacy. I've also noticed that in the nail salon next to my house, whenever I went, I also took my shoes off because I've seen shoes on the ground. So whenever you see shoes in front of the local, just know that you have to take your shoes off just to show kind of respect. Another spoken rule is, well, it's more spoken about, but it's kind of obvious, but do not respect the royal family. It's even casually. It is something that you shall not do, because they can even call the police for you and you can get arrested. And another unspoken rule is, definitely I've never heard someone saying it, I've just found out that recently, and it's don't touch people's head. Like, Thai people just find it disrespectful. So I don't know why, which would be kind of normal. I would find it a bit normal, but make sure it's something to keep in mind. Don't touch people's heads, even the kids. Alright, so finally, number five, and that would be what I was saying before about the visa. The visa is something you need to have under control in Thailand, and they are quite expensive as well. There are different types of visas. For example, the tourist visa, which is 2 months, and you need to have it under control, the dates exactly, because you do not, you will have a fine, which are quite expensive here as well. Keeping in mind that the police and locals charge more foreigners for the fines than they actually do the locals here. So there are different types of visa. For example, the business visa, the educational visa, and retirees. Which, to get those visas, you need to fill out a lot of paperwork and etc. It's confusing at first, but trust me, you will get hang of it. Another thing about the visas is that if you are on the tourist visa, which is 2 months, you can get it extended a month more, which costs around 1,500. And for example, if you cannot extend it, you can taking like a Visa run bus, which takes you to Malaysia and back, and it costs 4,500. The prices might change wherever you live, but definitely is worth it, and a bit confusing at first, but you will get the hang of it. Right, so now number 6, and it's the unexpected convenience. What I mean by that is that 7-Eleven will be your best friend for life. I mean, you need a quick snack, 7-Eleven. Mobile top-up, 7-Eleven. Even a hot meal, 7-Eleven. It's all there, and anything you think about you can find there, even t-shirts. Another best friend of yours will definitely be night markets, local street foods, etc. They're very cheap. They are definitely, as people say they are, cheap, delicious, and all of that. And all of those things are very close. They're everywhere in Thailand, so you will definitely see it on your way here. So we are nearly there. Now we are on number 7, and I wanted to talk about how safe or unsafe you can feel in Thailand. In my opinion, Thailand is for sure the most safest country I've ever been in. I would even feel safe if I went at night by myself. I wouldn't even feel uncomfortable. It's definitely safe. For example, theft here, I haven't seen it. It's very uncommon. Definitely the biggest unsafe thing you can find in Thailand are scooter/electric bike accidents. So make sure you wear your helmet every single time. And about the helmet, make sure you wear it because police gives fines, and the fines are not cheap, as I said before. So definitely talking about the helmet, you will see a lot of people without the helmet inviting like 3 people on the scooter, or a lot of crazy, trust me, you will see a lot of crazy things about the scooters. But police doesn't mind it because they are locals and all of that. But you as a tourist, you need to keep in mind that if police sees you and sees that you are not a local, they will definitely stop you and give you a fine. So keep that in mind. And another thing I wanted to tell you guys about is the tuk-tuk scams. These are definitely one of the most common things here for tourists, because keep in mind you can actually make the price lower, but the locals raise the price when they see that you're not from here and you don't know where you're going. So make sure that before starting the ride, you actually ask them how much it is and all of that, because they might tell you 500 baht. I have experienced it myself, the tuk-tuk ride, which is crazy because I think it was my first week here. I was in Ao Nang and I wanted to take a tuk-tuk straight to Krabi, which normally I would pay 100 bahts, something like that. But since they saw that I was by myself and I had no idea where I was going, they wanted to charge me 800, but I lowered the price to 500 and I was happy. But it was definitely still a scam. Right, number 8, which is definitely the funniest thing so far, and it will be wildlife surprises. Depending in which area of Thailand you live in, if it's Krabi, if it's Ao Nang, if it's Phuket, if it's Chiang Mai, Bangkok, you will experience different type of wildlife. For example, here we have lizards, and do not worry, they are harmless. We have one in our house and it's called Jacob. We absolutely love him. It's a part of our family now. But no worries, they are harmless, as I said. But as I said, it's no joke, because in different areas you can experience even snakes, which that is no joke. With that you have to be more careful. But it doesn't happen to everyone. It just depends on what area you live in. So make sure you watch out for that. And there's also monkeys, by the way. Number 9, and it's definitely something all of you might know, which would be the language barrier. Not everyone in Thailand speaks English, and Thai is harder than it seems to learn. But don't worry, Thai people are nicer than it seems. They are so nice and they are so helpful. When you tell them that you want to learn Thai, they even help you, which I have a video about. I'll leave it up there, when we were in a restaurant and they were helping us learn Thai. It was so nice and so grateful. So don't worry, if you don't know Thai people, locals, etc., will definitely try to help you learn it if without a problem. They are very, very friendly. Number 10, which is definitely one of the most important things you have to figure out before coming to Thailand, which is where do you prefer to live, in the expat bubble or in the local bubble? And the difference between those is expat bubbles are more busier, there's more tourists there. For example, like in Bangkok, Pattaya, Phuket and all of that, that's where all of the touristy things happen. So in those places, that is where you feel like more Western. But no worries, in the expat bubble you can still find night markets, local people and all of that. It's just, what I mean by that is just more busier with the tourists. But on the other hand, in the local bubble, you can find more peace, more nature, more local people, and there you will have more trouble communicating in English. And that's when the English barrier comes in, the language barrier. But don't worry, as I said before, local people are so nice and they will help you out with everything. So that is one of the things you have to figure out before coming to Thailand, where you actually want to live and how you want to experience Thailand. Thank you for watching. So those are the 10 things no one told me about Thailand before I came here. Make sure you comment down below which one surprised you the most, and if you've ever been here, what else would you add to the list? Make sure you like, subscribe and follow me on my other socials, and I'll see you in the next video.